everybody doing? My name is Cory Friedrich and I'm the owner driver for CFRacing, and welcome to our final race video of the 2024 season as we close out our 2024 racing season. First off, I want to start by thanking our sponsors. We want to thank Kristen Murphy for being part of our race team all season long. Kristen Murphy is a real estate agent in the Richmond area. She does a lot with the Richmond community and also does a lot with the service members in the Richmond community. So if anybody's interested in buying or selling a home, reach out to her and she'll be glad to help you out with your real estate needs, and I'll definitely put her contact information in the description below. I also want to thank By Deni for supporting us all season long. By Deni is an online sales website. Basically they sell cheap gemstones and cheap loose gemstones and cheap settings, basically for buyers who want to do some of their own custom do-it-yourself projects at home. So check out their website. Maybe they'll have a cheap jewelry piece that you can put your personal touch to. I also want to thank Blackhat Speed. They were a big support of ours, helping us out throughout the season. I'm glad to promote their business and their product. I want to thank them for all their help throughout the season. So going into today's video, as you can see here, this is we're filming this here at the end of calendar year 2024. Today's December 29th. I hope everybody has had a good Christmas, and I hope everybody has a happy New Year. You can see since our last video, Malou and I, we've been hard at work with this go-kart. We pretty much have already had it stripped down to the bare frame and already in the beginning of the process of reassembling it. While we only had a couple races on this newer go-kart, I do believe well, first off, it is our habit and our practice to do a teardown during the off season. I also believe that it's a good habit to have because then you know your go-kart. You learn and you know every bolt and piece and how everything goes together on this go-kart. If you're at the track and you're needing to do something with a go-kart, whether it's all of a sudden you need to work on the floor pan, or you need to work on your brakes, whatever it might be, you already know what bolts you need, what red tools you need to work on it, and you already know your way around working on that particular part of the go-kart. Also here in the shop, if all of a sudden something we're working on part of the go-kart here at the shop, we already know the bolts, the pieces, and the tools to go with it. So you see here, yeah, we've been hard at work getting ready for the 2025 season. So let's talk about 2024. So our plan going into 2024, we wanted to run at least 10 race weekends. Check, we did that. We did run 10 race weekends. It was hard to get them all in, between working on Army Reserve, between races being canceled due to rain. I will admit it was a challenge to get those in. We wanted to run at least 2 VDKA race weekends. Those also were a challenge to get in, between Army Reserve weekends, rainouts, and rescheduling your races. Those were a challenge to get in, but we did meet those plans to get at least 10 race weekends in, so that was 20 races total, and 2 VDKA race weekends, which was 4 races total. Actually, because the way some of the races worked, I think it was actually 5 VDKA races. Our goals going into the season was to try new things, to be more aggressive on and off the track, and improve our results. So, try new things. If you watched our videos throughout the season, we definitely were trying a lot of things. On the Seraph, I mean, during middle part of the race season, we pretty much had that chassis all torn all back apart, working on that chassis, trying different things to try and get some speed out of it. Some of those things that we learned will apply to this chassis as well. Well, actually, some of those things were already implemented in this chassis because, well, basically the people who are my resources for trying those things on the Seraph came from the group and the people who we bought this chassis from. But now, from that research and trying it on the Seraph, and working on this recon. Now we know why it is what it is. With that though, I'll say we were also part of trying new things was also working on new things with the tires. It seemed like every weekend that we went, of all 10 race weekends, some circumstance was different. Either the track, the weather, the tires we were running, the race itself, VDKR, just a regular Saturday night, something was different. So every weekend it was like something, a new tire test for us. So we definitely were trying to do different things from the beginning of the season. Our tire plan had changed a lot from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. We wanted to be more aggressive on and off the track. That goes along with trying new things. Again, tearing down the go-kart during the middle part of the season. That was definitely being aggressive with trying things, or being aggressive off the track. Being aggressive on the track. Yes, I'm going to say we did check that block. I'm hesitant to say yes because we really weren't as competitive as we wanted to be. So getting in there, mixing in with the group of people, or mixing in with the pack, we just weren't able to be as aggressive as we wanted to be because we weren't in battles with other karts on the track. So most of the time we were running by ourselves. But in those few cases where we were, such as the weekend when we won with a Ducar engine, yeah, that day I was being aggressive and I was definitely going for the win that day. And then there were other chances like when we ran amateur at Tri-County Kartway. Well, we were able to race with a pack. Yes, I was definitely being aggressive, sometimes over-aggressive on the track. Improve results. Yes, we can check that block. We got a win. I'll go into some of the results specifics here in a minute. But yes, we definitely did check that block of improving our results. So, yeah, let's talk about the results. So races, we ran 20 races. We got 1 win. And 3 of those races we finished in the top 50%. When you take our finishing position compared to how many karts were in the count, that comparison was 76.4%. That's not good. I'll just be blunt honest about it. But it is also an improvement of where we were over the previous seasons. So overall, yes, it was improving our results. We're looking forward to 2025, getting this recon back together and improving those results and bringing that comparison number down. Definitely want that number down to like, having it the way I want it to be, 25%. That would mean that most of the races were finishing in the top 25, which would be basically if there were 10 go-karts, we finished second. If there were 16 go-karts, we finished in the top 4. That's how I get those numbers. So that's what we had for the 2024 season. A lot of challenges, but it was also a lot of fun. And really looking forward to carrying the momentum we finished with off into the 2025 season. A lot of people to thank throughout the year. I can't really start thinking the name of them all. So I'll just start with my list and then see what falls off the rest. Again, our sponsor is Kristen Murphy with Meraki Realty, brokered by Real. Jim's By Deni on eBay. Blackhat Speed. Blackhat Speed provided the Ducar engine. Cory Hansen, he helped us out with the clone engine. Mr. Gordon coming by helping out. Tad coming down here helping out. Cameron Wood and his group, Tim Hammock, helping me out with the tires. And Justin Collier, he's the guy who owns Blackhat Speed. And I know there's a few others that I'm missing. James Stanley, who I bought the go-kart from. He's a store manager at Performance Racing Chassis, PRC. I reached out to him regularly on Facebook, asking him questions. So big thanks to him for all his help, and PRC for the products that they provide. Palmetto Speed Shop, that's who I buy a lot of my stuff from, and I'll reach out to them, message them, and ask them questions. Frank Ashe, he's got a great book, Oval Karting Technology, and I also reached out to him on Facebook, asking him questions. So a lot of people I got to thank helping me out throughout the season. I'm probably missing a few. If you're watching this video and I forgot you, hey, I'm sorry I left you out. Feel free to shoot me a message and say, hey, you forgot to mention me, and I'll make sure I mention you in our next video. We are looking for sponsorship for the 2025 season. I'll probably put a Facebook post out regularly trying to get some sponsorship. I have been going around and asking for some help. We're looking for either full sponsorship, which is going to be number on the side of the go-kart and on the nose of the go-kart. When I start getting the body back on, I'll point those out. Either just a primary on the nose, secondary on the side, or associate sponsor, which would be an additional small decal on the side of the go-kart. And those stickers also go on our trailer for people to see as we're going down the road down the interstate. So anybody's interested in helping us out, we'd be glad to help you out also by promoting your business and getting your brand name out there. And remember, you're not just putting a sticker on a go-kart, you're also considered a member of our team. Also want to say a big thank to Malou, my wife Malou, for filming this video. And also big thanks to her because she's been coming down here, grinding it out with me also, cleaning parts, sanding parts, and helping me get this go-kart ready for 2025. So yeah, that's what we got for the 2024 season. Hate to see it go, but all things got to come to an end. So please don't forget to subscribe, comment, rate, share, all of the above. And we'll see you guys in a few weeks for our first 2025 race video. Until then, take it easy.